Welcome to the Introduction module to Self-Care for Nurses. As you progress through each of the modules, you'll be introduced to various concepts of self-care so that you may continue to take care of yourself and continue to take care of others. In this module, we will provide an overview about self-care, a brief description about 3 domains in self-care, and various resources available to you in the self-care section on the RPNAO website. Once you complete the introduction module and take some time to watch the modules that follow this one, you'll be able to effectively utilize the resources we will highlight shortly within this module. What is self-care? Self-care does not rely on any professional to assist you in partaking in the activity. It can be done by yourself or with peers. Why is self-care important? Self-care for healthcare workers is important, as healthcare providers have the skill, knowledge, and judgment to provide excellent care for others, but often forget to take care of themselves. In addition, self-care is important for any profession when there's high likelihood to acquire burnout. A profession like nursing can take a toll on an individual. There are also specific barriers to nurses to be able to take care of themselves. This is due to being taught to care for others, often at the expense of their own well-being. Due to shift work, working holidays, and difficult work schedules, nurses sometimes find difficulty finding activities that match their interest or fit their lifestyles. Self-care gives individuals an opportunity to step away from work life and take the time to themselves to prevent factors such as getting sick, tired, not getting enough sleep, or being physically unfit. This would include maintaining a balanced mental, physical, and emotional state. In this series of modules, you will learn about 3 domains of well-being, which are presented on this slide. The 3 areas of focus are on physical, mental, and emotional well-being. The physical well-being domain will be provided in 3 modules, with each module focusing on a specific topic that impacts our physical health. They are nutrition, exercise, and sleep. Our next domain is mental well-being and will be provided in 3 modules. The modules will focus on the mental factors of stress and coping, mindfulness, and resilience. And lastly, this series will focus on the emotional well-being domain. Modules in this domain will focus on the relationship with self and the relationship with others. Each aspect of self-care has essential components which will be discussed in detail in each of their respective modules. Before we continue, RPNAO is in no way recommending any specific activities or changes to your well-being. Our hope is that you're able to learn about and bring awareness to your self-care. As always, seek advice from a qualified health professional when seeking changes to your routine. On our website, you can find resources that will assist you in your self-care. Below is an image of our resources guide. You may click on each one to navigate through it and access each resource on our website. In the next few slides, we will briefly discuss each resource available. The first resource to be discussed is our app reviews. Apps were evaluated by a team of nurses and nursing students to gather their opinions on how helpful and relevant they were to nurses in their self-care. Our app review page includes various apps that reviewers found helpful in their self-care. The apps cover a range of focuses on mental well-being, physical well-being, and your emotional well-being. The second resource to be discussed is the self-care inventory. Here you can identify your self-care needs by doing your self-care assessment. When using the self-care inventory, go through each of the sections of physical, psychological, emotional, spiritual, and workplace or professional self-care. Rate each section using the Likert scale by rating aspects of each area, with 5 being frequently occurring and 1 being never occurring. You can then evaluate what is the greatest area of focus for your self-care. Once you've completed, you can choose from one category of our domains to begin addressing that area of self-care, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, to develop a plan for your own well-being. The third resource to be discussed is the goal-setting worksheet. By using the goal-setting worksheet, you'll be able to create a SMART goal and develop additional strategies to help you attain that goal. You can use this worksheet alone, or you can continue to follow the resources process after completing the self-care inventory to identify an area that requires additional support. The fourth resource to be discussed is the reflection worksheet. Within the critical reflection sheet, there are 3 main questions aimed to address what's, so what, and now what. By completing the critical reflection sheet, you'll be able to reflect on each of the 3 domains by addressing the guiding questions associated with each. Critical reflection and journaling can assist you in behavioral changes to help you attain your physical, mental, or emotional well-being. Throughout your self-care journey, you can continue to reflect and learn by utilizing this resource. The 5th resource to be discussed is the wellness plan. You can now put all the pieces together from each resource discussed to create a personalized wellness plan. After completing the assessment, creating a SMART goal, and watching the associated modules, you can develop a customized wellness plan to help you attain your self-care needs. The wellness plan also helps you to identify the top coping strategies that can be helpful. A self-care plan can also assist in emergency self-care, identifying helpful items to cope and harmful strategies to avoid. Each of the resources can be downloaded or printed for your personal use. You can use these resources independent of the modules, or review the modules and during the process use the information to assist you in the development of your personal wellness plan.